Hi guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for the BTS K-pop group. So we're going to see which each member feels, and then a group dynamic about how they get along and how they are there for one another, or anything else that wants to come up. So for V, I have accelerated motion. For Jungkook, I have passion ignited. For Jimin, I have, what do I have? Jimin, please. That's a little too many, so I'm not taking all of them. Can I get one card for Jimin, please? Just one card? Okay, I got our two first. So we have mental conflict and crown chakra for Jimin. For Jin, please. Disconnect and board. For G-Dragon, we have third eye chakra. For Rat Monster, please. Okay, I have, wow, that's a lot. I'm not taking all that spirit. Can I get Rat Monster? Just one card, please. Just one card for Rat Monster. Okay, no, it's too many. Just one card for Rat Monster. Thank you. We have Shadow Side. So, doing some inner work. And for Sugar, what do we have for Sugar? Just one card for Sugar. Okay. Patience and Pathway. Wow, so finding his path. Sweet. That's great. Excuse me. Let's see here. I'm just going to take a couple more cards, just right off the top. We have awareness for V. We have sacrifice for Jungkook. We have thief, crown chakra, mental conflict for Jimin. We have emotional withdrawal, disconnect and board for Jin. I think we'll do so they all have 3 cards. So we have family room, third eye chakra for G-Dragon, and then we have new beginnings and shadow side, getting over the shadow side for the new beginning for Rat Monster, and we have great fortune, patience, and pathway for Sugar. So let's see. Just stick that there. There we go. So let's get one more. So we have intuition for V. We have solar plex chakra for Jungkook. Jimin already has 3, which is the thief, the crown chakra, and the mental conflict. One more for Jin is recognition and reward, emotional withdrawal, disconnect and board. Then we have G-Dragon, which is foundation, achievements, family room, and third eye chakra. And then we have Rat Monster is wealthy man, new beginnings, and shadow side for Rat Monster. And then for Sugar, we have great fortune, patience, and pathway. So they're all kind of doing their own thing, I feel. Dealing with their own personal lives. So there might be an awakening for some of them. Having the awareness and the intuition for V. Passion, sacrifice, solar plex chakra. So I kind of feel like any blocks that were in the way for John Cook is starting to pass. He's sacrificed time, effort, or energy towards unblocking his chakra, which in turn I feel has ignited that passion within for either work or for love. We have for Jimin, we have thief, crown chakra, and mental conflict. So I kind of feel with Jimin, this mental conflict is often just kind of like dismissed as other things like headaches and stuff than what it actually is, which can be an awakening. So I kind of feel like his crown chakra is really opening, and there might be a thief in his midst. So I kind of feel like he is able to see that quite clearly, what they're doing and why they're there doing what they're doing. So he knows what they want to take from him. So these are people outside of the group. These are in their own individual lives that they're dealing with, okay? So Jimin might be dealing with some type of thief, maybe in his family or friend group outside of the music group, okay? So then we have Jin. Kind of feel like there was kind of an emotional withdrawal away from the group, possibly just bored, disconnected, needed some kind of spark or something creative to engage in him. He likes the recognition and reward, but gets bored easily, I feel. So he needs something to keep his mind going. Otherwise, he just withdraws. Let's see. G-Dragon. Foundation and achievements, family room, and then the third eye chakra. So I feel like there's quite a few of them that are, if not fully awake, some of them are awakening and on their way to spiritualism, you know, speaking about things. You might even recognize other people's achievements and their efforts towards things. So it's recognizing within his family dynamic their achievements and awards. So because he's such a big star, it's hard for anyone else in his family to feel like their achievements are less than. So I kind of feel like he kind of goes and wants to acknowledge that there are other people in the family that have gifts or are have achieved something in their life. So Rat Monster, Wealthy Man, New Beginnings, and Shadow Side. So I kind of feel like in order to get to these new beginnings, there has to be a purge of their old self. And in that new beginning, sees himself as quite wealthy, which is, I mean, obviously they're going to be for where they are in life right now. And I kind of feel like this new beginning sees, like, he could have been in a lack kind of mentality, but as he got into this group, I kind of feel like that changed. I feel like everybody this year seems to be going through an awakening more so than ever before in any other years. And then Shiga, we have finding the path and having the patience to move forward to that great fortune, wanting to get moving really fast, wanting to get it done. So something's going to happen to anchor these guys in the distant horizon. Okay, so they're going to need to stand their ground towards certain individuals in their individual lives, to say, hey, you know, and have that authority to say what they want in their life. It's going to bring them more wealth, sudden wealth, having that throat chakra opened. Wow. So, yeah, there's transformations here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what is the dynamic between the group? I want 3 cards. I'm going to just fish them out of here. 1, 2, and let's do this one. So this will be their group dynamic instead of their individual aspects that they have going on. Okay. So prior to, they may have had people come into their group that might have been in a false pretense, like a false person aspect, pretending to be something that they're not, which kind of gives people here this conflict and defeat kind of sense of self, because things didn't work out for something here. They're thinking about this more and more. It may have had to do with a manager or something that happened in the past. They're still trying to figure out how it happened the way it did, or I want to get a little bit more on this. Can I find out? Well, okay. The universe is involved here. Okay. So, can I get a couple more cards here? What is this false person, conflict, defeat, in the thoughts, and universe? Why is all that here? Poverty. Okay, so this false person could have been taking a bigger cut than they were entitled to. I kind of feel like let's see, what else? Can I get a couple more, please? Yeah, there might have even been an official person that got involved in this. They might have had to have, yeah, they might have had to charge this person, this false person, for theft. They were eventually going to be in poverty, this group, if they hadn't have realized any sooner. They may have been really taken for their money by this person. They were able to, I kind of feel like, get the information they needed to charge this person. And it's funny that the next card up was Prosperity Begins. So I kind of feel like that part is already dealt with. What is coming in now? Fulfillment and wishes and emotional loss. Okay. What's the emotional loss here? Why is the emotional loss here? The waiting game and transformation. So some of these people might have been really close to this person that was a false person, or they felt they had a really good connection with this person. There seemed to be quite a long waiting game before this transpired, where a transformation occurred, where they realized thoughts from the universe were probably brought into some of these members. I kind of feel like the ones that are awakening now, the self-awareness, intuition, accelerated motion, and that one's V. And I kind of wonder if V and Jungkook, who else was the other person? Crown Chakra, Jimin. I kind of feel like Jimin and V might have been the ones to realize that this person was a thief. Yeah, crown chakra, mental conflict. Yeah, having these feelings, I feel, about this person and not knowing how to deal with that, what it meant from the universe. And I kind of feel like the universe gives this person the thoughts they need to know about this person and how they're going to catch him, this person, and call in the authorities, this official person. Can I get some more on the transformation? Yeah, standing their ground. They learned a lot from this person being there that was false, that took them for a ride. I kind of feel like now, when it comes to anybody coming in, which they may already have a new manager, they found someone that fit for everyone, that everyone felt good about. Let's see, anything else? It was destined to happen this way. So Spirit tested them, I feel, by bringing in other people. And by this, I kind of feel like this person, was a test to all of them about financial means. It was destined to happen that way. What's coming in the future here? There might be a disruption with partnership and alliances here. What's going on in this future here coming up? This deception and envy. We have balance, throat chakra, and the light. So I kind of feel like, although these disruptions came in, I kind of feel like they were partnerships within these men. So each of these men had maybe a woman or some type of love connection. Many of them partnered up and had good friendships and alliances with these people. And then there were a couple that had deception and envy. They were able to balance these things out and use their throat chakra, which would have been their voice, to say, hey, this isn't working for me. And they were able to see the light and walk away from these people. I kind of feel like now that spirituality is the new sexy, it seems, more and more people are looking at spirituality as a way of life, which is great. I mean, Jesus was the last one to come through and try to get everybody to believe in God, and now it seems like nobody believes in God anymore. And now that this is starting to happen, this spirituality that's become quite big, you know, more and more people are realizing how real it is and what it could mean for them. If you knew, okay, all you had to do was believe in God, listen to the messages, pray and ask for things and get a response, and essentially write your own destiny, your own life, of what you want in your life, and ask for those things, and by following Spirit's pathway for you. Can you imagine how many more people would sign up if they knew how great this is and what it could mean for them? It's kind of what I feel all these tarot readers are here, and all these gurus and all these people that are here to try to have people come into spirituality is all about, you know, breaking that, I don't know what the word would be for that. Breaking the chain on how people view things and how wonderful things could be if they just chose to believe. There's some type of ending here. What is that? Might be about a marriage. One of them might be married in this group. I don't know if they are or not, but it looks like there might be, yeah, moving on from this marriage. A marriage. Too many temptations in this occupation to try to keep a marriage, I feel. Okay. Let's get some tarot for these guys. Hey, 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 hey. All right. I want to say thanks to everyone that is helping support the channel with their likes, shares, and subscriptions. And I really want to say thank you to all the donations that I've received. Thank you so much for that. That really does help the channel. And I'm hoping to get some more perks for you guys. Alright, let's see. For the group dynamic for the BTS, please. What is the group dynamic for BTS? The group BTS. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay. We have some news here. I'm just going to push those out of the way. Just so I have some more room here. So, some news, some good news, passionate news. Somebody wanting some truth. They're a wounded warrior now that are single. They're upset and crying. They're saving for something. They want to move forward. There's justice here and the sun. Okay. I kind of feel like it's possible there's some news here about someone in particular, a woman in particular, I'm feeling, that is kind of affecting the whole group dynamic. Whoever this woman is in a relationship with in this group is causing their person to feel like a wounded warrior. They want to be single because they're unhappy with this dynamic. I kind of feel like this woman might be holding on to this person, even though this person wants to move forward. justice will be coming in that will shine light on what has gone on here. But I kind of feel like the whole group feels this. Yeah, it has to do with an offer of love. Yeah, someone might have met someone that they feel is their empress. So they might want to give a cup of love to this person. Now, the only thing with that is that they're already married. Let's see here. What's the Page of Wands? What's the news? Spirit's calling judgment on this news here. This Queen of Swords. What is this? What is this about? Has to do with the long term. I kind of feel like this occupation might be really hard to stay married to somebody with all these people that they meet. Three of Cups here. And the Wounded Warrior. Somebody might have stepped out on this union. Yeah, somebody's been watching this other person act like they're single. Yeah, and feeling that there was some type of betrayal and is crying over spilt milk. What is this Four of Pentacles? Yeah, it's hanging on to this person's energy so they cannot move forward in a new beginning. What's the Chariot? Oh, okay. So we have, yeah, wanting to leave with the Chariot, and then we have the Six of Swords. So going to calmer waters, maybe there's a lot of tension and a lot of things going on that are really getting in the way of their music. Justice is here with Spirit, and it's funny that Justice is here as well. So this person is moving forward slowly with the Knight of Pentacles. What is this Justice here? Justice is to be single. Nobody should be taking anyone's free will from them. What's the Sun? What's the Sun? Yeah, still a Wounded Warrior. What's the Wounded Warrior? I see. So this person that's wounded here, the person they were with, it's showing that they are all about the money. They're worried they're going to be in poverty if they break up. They know that whoever their person is will have a lot of options, that they're going to move forward, and they're going to make even more money with the Ten of Pentacles. And I kind of feel like this person feels like they're out in the cold from that, from happening, that they're not going to be part of that great fortune. And it might be the King of Wands. Now, whoever the King of Wands is, we can try to see. Is the King of Wands, who's the King of Wands? Is the King of Wands V? Cups. Cups is, comes naturally. So that is a yes. So it might be V. I don't think so though. That's, comes to you naturally. Okay, so who's the King of Wands? Is the King of Wands John Cook? I kind of feel like it's G-Dragon Empress. So this has to do with love and someone else. I kind of feel like this might be G-Dragon. I don't know why I say that. He's just the one that sticks out to me. Love and the Empress here. Is this G-Dragon? Oh, flew onto the floor. I didn't think it was going to do that. King of Wands and the King of Wands. So I'm going to say yes, this is G-Dragon. Because I asked if it was G-Dragon and the King of Wands came out. And that is yes. Three of Wands, yeah. Planning something. Planning to give a cup of love, maybe, yeah? Yeah, there's something going on here. And with G-Dragon, that was the third eye chakra, the family room, and the foundation and achievements. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it is G-Dragon. I don't know if G-Dragon is married or not, but it's whoever they're with, whoever he's with. I kind of feel like there's someone else that he's thinking about. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Blonde, red, or brown hair, blue or green eyes or contacts, fair to olive skin, and a medium height, medium build. Is who this Empress is. She could have dark hair, she just dyes it. She could be another nationality. But somehow she is affecting the whole group dynamic. This person that G-Dragon wants to be done with, doesn't want to date or doesn't want to be married to. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it there. Their dynamic together is pretty good. They have each other's back, I feel. Always trying to make the people feel better within the group, whether they're single or married or are in a relationship. They all seem to have one another's back, especially when it comes to love. It's almost like they have a plan to be at a certain spot by a certain age. And they have certain things that their group works on to tick off the boxes to being at a certain place by a certain time. If that makes sense. Doesn't make sense to me much, but it might make sense to this group and anyone that knows what's going on in this group. Yeah. Anyways, that is the reading for this group dynamic, friendship. And I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe. And stay blessed. We'll see you next time. Alright, later. What'd I do? Stop.